How to teach a baby to crawl. Most newborns start to crawl between the ages of 6 and 10 months. If your baby is older than that and hasn't started crawling yet, there's no reason to be concerned. Some bigger newborns learn to crawl later because they have greater difficulty supporting their bodies, while others skip the crawling phase completely and proceed directly to walking. However, if you want to teach your baby to crawl, you must first ensure that he is ready and demonstrates indicators such as being able to support his head, roll over, and even sit. If you want to learn how to train your baby to crawl, start with step 1. Preparing your baby. Allow your infant plenty of tummy time. Babies like playing on their stomachs, and putting them on their tummies and allowing them to explore the ground and their bodies is critical to helping them develop motor skills, head control, and the muscles in their arms and neck. You may begin stomach time with your infant as soon as possible, allowing for only a minute or 2 at initially, which may be uncomfortable for the baby. Tummy time will be difficult for your kid when he is first born since he will not have much control over his body. However, starting with only a few minutes of tummy time every day can help him develop and learn to crawl faster. Around 4 months, your baby may be able to lift and hold his head, look around, and have more control over his body. This indicates that he is on his way to learning to crawl. Make tummy time enjoyable for your baby. Talk to him in a soothing tone, let him play with toys, and even get down on your baby's level to make him feel more at ease on his belly. Of course, when you lay your baby down to rest, you should always lay him on his back to prevent him from harming himself or, in the worst-case scenario, suffocating. Tummy time, on the other hand, may be quite useful when he's awake and in a good mood. Ascertain that your infant has positive connections with tummy time. After he's been fed, relaxed, and in a good mood, place him on his belly. You don't want him to begin tummy time while he is already irritable. Limit your baby's time in walkers, car seats, or high chairs. Though it is necessary for your baby to sit part of the time, you should ensure that he is entertained as much as possible throughout his awake hours. Contrary to popular belief, walkers can actually slow a baby down since he won't feel the need to walk on his own. Instead of putting the baby in a chair and letting him look at a mobile or a toy for hours, place him on his belly or just promote movement. The more activity your infant can perform without tiring, the better. You want to stimulate your baby's movement as much as possible so that he is ready to crawl and walk when the time comes. Assist your infant in developing back strength. Your baby will want your assistance before he can sit up on his own. If your baby attempts to sit up, use your hand to support his back and head so that his head does not become unsteady and he remains upright. This will assist your baby in developing the muscles required to keep his head erect when crawling. The more time your baby spends on his belly, the sooner he will be able to sit. Waving bright toys above your baby's head might help inspire him to look up. This will assist your baby's back, neck, and shoulder muscles strengthen. Your baby may be ready to crawl if he can lunge forward and balance on his arms. Check to see whether your baby is ready to crawl. You don't want to force your baby to crawl before he's ready since it might cause him to be harmed or become disheartened by a procedure he's not ready for. Instead of comparing your infant to other newborns, concentrate on allowing your kid to develop at his or her own speed. Babies are ready to crawl when they can sit up without assistance and move their heads around with control over their arms and legs rather than flailing them. Baby should be able to turn over as well. If your baby exhibits these characteristics, he may be on the verge of crawling.